Hey guys, this is Alex from the Always Football podcast. I'm here with my co-host Cameron. How are you doing tonight, Cameron?
I'm doing good, Alex. I'm ready for some Monday Night Football. Looks like it's going to be a good game to cap off an amazing week of football.
Indeed. So tonight we are going to be discussing the Ravens and versus the Raiders game. Just like our other two episodes of Primetime Preview, we will be discussing our keys to victory for both teams and then giving our predictions for the winner of the game as well. Cameron, would you like to start us off? What are your keys to victory?
Yeah, man, for sure. I think when it comes to key to victory, we talk about the Ravens. You got to get Lamar's passing game starting. I mean, you look at this Ravens team last year. They were 32nd in the league in passing, and it just they did not look that great passing. Obviously, there's all the jokes that Lamar Jackson's a running back. But there's talk from him, and there's talks from people around the Ravens organization that he's got his passing game up, and he's ready to confuse some NFL defenses. They added Sammy Watkins. They got Mark Andrews on that new contract. You still got Hollywood Brown. Um, so he's got a lot of targets now, and the question is he going to be able to hit them? That's going to be a big, big decider for them. And also getting your run game going. I mean, watch two other starters go down with big injuries before the season even started. So now they're really starting at a just awful place for the running back position. They had the best rushing offense last year, so it's definitely going to be a big dent. But if they can make up for that, you're going to see this Ravens team succeed against the Raiders. And the last thing for them is going to be attacking that D line or attacking that O line, excuse me, on defense. Attacking the Raiders O line. They're missing Richie Incognito. It's not really one of the stronger O lines in the league. So if you're able to break through that O line and just get to Derek Carr and put him under a lot of pressure, he should not have very much success on offense. And when it comes to the Raiders, I think a big thing is going to be feeding Josh Jacobs. He's questionable right now, but I believe he will play. Last season, 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs is a beast, and I mean, it's plain and simple. I think he's a very underrated running back in this league, and he puts this team on his back. If he can continue to do that, yeah, this team is going to. I think this team's going to do great. Another thing is keeping Carr safe in the pocket. I mean, like I just brought up, Richie Incognito is out. You are missing a big piece to your offensive line, someone that you definitely want around. But I mean, it's shown in the past. You look at last season's stats, and if you keep Carr safe, he's going to be fine. 4,100 yards passing, 27 touchdowns. I mean, really, that's a pretty good season for a quarterback. If he's able just to keep safe and he's able to roll out and find his targets, yeah, I think we could see a really good night out of him. And stepping up on defense. Last season's defense for the Raiders was just awful, just absolutely awful. They were ranked 24th in rushing, 26th in passing, and 30th in scoring. I mean, this team just did not look that great when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. And in my opinion, that's probably where their downfall was. So if you're able to just keep Lamar Jackson on his feet and just lock up his, star targets he's got, you're going to have a good game. But yeah, no, that's going to be my keys to victory for the teams, Alex.
Oh yeah, I agree with a lot about what you said. So I'm gonna start with the Raiders for my keys. On the Raiders end, I think it's pretty simple. You start on defense. You're gonna want to force Baltimore to throw the ball. Contrary to what you said, Cameron, about Lamar improving in the passing game this offseason, which I think he has for sure. But Lamar is going into this game without his top three running backs that you'd expect. To play. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, and Justice Hill are all out, all on injured reserve. So he's going into the game with Tyson Williams, the preseason standout, as his starting back. And I think if the Raiders can just simply force him to throw the ball early and shut down the running game, which is a tall task to ask for. But I think if you make the Ravens play an uncomfortable brand of football, start off the game, I think there's room for the Raiders to compete against this strong Ravens team. Also, on the offensive side for the Raiders, I think that it's attacking the Ravens secondary. It's been an off season full of injuries for the Ravens. So, including to their defensive backs, Marcus Peters also went down and is out for the season. He's on injury reserve. And you also have Jimmy Smith as a game-time decision, and it's looking like he's not even going to play. He's trending in the wrong way. So You attack that weak side of the Ravens defense. I believe Anthony Averett's going to be stepping in because I don't think they're going to throw Tavon Young on the outside. He's still going to be in the slot. So I think you attack the outside on the weak side of the Ravens defense, and I think Carr will have a nice game just throwing and attacking whoever's out there for the Ravens. But for the Ravens' key to victory, I think it's also pretty simple. Cameron mentioned it. The Raiders' defense last year was awful. They ranked 26th in the passing game, so I don't really care about, Lamar not being a running back, quote unquote. He just got Sammy Watkins, and Sammy Watkins has been an absolute beast week one the last 2 years. He's recorded 16 receptions, 280 yards, and 4 touchdowns the last 2 years as a week one starter. So I think you just feed him the ball this game against that 26th ranked passing defense and see what happens there. Also, like what Cameron said, I think it's attacking that Raiders offensive line. They lost Incognito, looking like he's not going to play. And then they also traded away a bunch of their starters. Rodney Hudson's out of there. So you have Colton Miller, Alex Leatherwood as your two starting tackles. Just be aggressive up front, make Carr uncomfortable, and take away that running game, and the Ravens should have a pretty easy path to winning this football game. Now for my predictions for the game, I am going to be sticking with the Ravens despite all their injuries. I'm going to be taking a 30-23 scoreline over the Raiders. Lamar, I think he'll be too much. I think he has heavily improved in that passing game, and despite the Ravens having a lot of injuries, I don't think that'll be enough for the Raiders to take this one. So, what about you, Cameron?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I did say when we did our predictions for the season in Tuesday's video, I had the Ravens winning the Super Bowl, and I think that starts with a Week 1 win. I think this Raiders team's good though, and I think they'll put up a good fight. So I'm gonna have the Ravens winning, but it's gonna be a slight win, a 28-24. I think there's a lot of positives on this Raiders offense that just gives them that chance to compete, but I can't see them winning. So yeah, Ravens are winning this one tonight for sure.
Yeah, so it looks like we're both going to be taking the Ravens tonight. I don't think there's any surprise there. So that's going to be the end of this primetime preview for the Monday Night Football game. First one of the year. Very exciting. If you did enjoy, please do like this video. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Our social medias for both platforms, our Instagram and our YouTube will be linked in the descriptions. And yeah, that's all we got for you guys tonight. Thank you for listening and enjoy the game.